let's start talking about Sega some more.
Sure. So a lot of my memories of the Sega Genesis come with playing at my friend Matt's house a lot.
Top 3 memory stories with it.
So Toe Jam and Earl co-op with him was mwah. Yeah, but I'd say probably my favorite memories of the Sega Genesis were playing Toe Jam and Earl with my friend Nat back in the day there. Also, yeah, we played Gunstar Heroes as well. I think pretty much all my best Genesis memories.
Dude, everyone played Gunstar.
Yeah, great game. Well, it's aged extremely well. I still go back. Yeah, I still go back to it and still play it to this day. Another game that was really good that I only played back then. I would really like to replay it. Mutant League. I think it was Mutant League Hockey.
Mutant League Football.
Yeah, football. Yeah,
I played the hockey one actually.
Oh, the hockey one was good too, but I definitely
football,
remember Mutant League Football, the 40 Whiners.
I just remember you could beat up the other guys.
My
40 Whiners.
The 40 Whiners.
That's funny.
And I also had...
They were the worst team in the game.
Yeah. No, and I also had one of my favorite, the referee that was a real asshole.
Oh,
Death Blinders.
Yes.
Those are like my top 3 Genesis moments.
Oh yeah. No, they like the 40 Whiners just had like the worst stats in the game, so you would play as them if you wanted to be the joke team.
Okay, so they were that.
They were the Dan Hibiki of Mutant League Football.
Kelly, tell us about the Genesis and your moments.
So I didn't have like I said, I was mostly Nintendo. I didn't have a lot of Genesis moments, but there were 2 games that I distinctly remember playing. I remember George Foreman's KO Boxing, which was a great time. I usually lost. And then I also remember the original Afterburner.
Ooh, Afterburner.
Which you know how I like my flying games, and before there was Ace Combat, there was Afterburner.
Afterburner's soundtrack was really good, I remember.
Dude, all 3, Afterburner 1, 2, and 3, the soundtrack was Now, it got its best use as a cabinet, which, by the way, if you want to hear more about Afterburner, the arcade cabinet, I do talk about it on our arcade cabinet episode. Shameless plug.
Ooh, there you go.
Self-plug. But, so yeah, those are the 2 games that I remember the most from my Genesis days, because like I said, I was mostly in the Nintendo camp, because it seemed like every single time I hung out with one of my friends, they had a Nintendo of some variety.
Yep.
Afterburner is fun. Ross, tell us your Sega moments.
Ooh, I got some good ones.
All right, tell me.
I mean, I was usually with friends, and I would play that. We'd play Mortal Kombat, because...
Mortal Kombat, of course.
We were the rebels back then. One of my uncles I never got to play a bunch of it, but he had a game called Booger Man.
I fucking love Booger Man.
A pick and flick adventure.
Yes. I remember that he had, and I play a lot, Lethal Enforcers.
Light gun game, right?
Yes. It worked fairly well. It was better than the arcade, though, obviously.
Sure.
One of those good old light gun games when you had the real people come up. It was awesome. Like, it was digitized real people's. It was fun. The other one, Double Switch.
Double Switch. I never heard of that.
Okay, you remember how think Night Trap?
So it's like on the CD?
It was on the CD, yes.
Yeah.
Think it's something like that, but instead of, and you're doing like the whole get the guys in the traps, and it's, you have freaking Corey Haim as Eddie, this guy who runs up the building.
I miss Corey Haim.
Sam, give me some Sega stories you got.
Outside of Sparkstar.
So about Sparkster!
And besides Sparkster and besides Sonic, I'm going to lay some shit down for you. Ready for this?
Let's just name some of the
Altered Beast.
Altered
Beast.
I never played Altered Beast.
Wait.
Oh, you suck.
It's not that good.
And don't forget.
No, you can shut the fuck
It's
up.
okay.
Sir.
I'm just saying.
You kick everything in the balls.
There are better games in the system. That's all I'm saying.
That was originally an arcade.
Here's one y'all probably never heard of. This was my fucking childhood because I literally saw the cover and I went for it. Rystar.
Oh, Rystar. Of course I played Rystar.
Back in the day,
I've seen that cover.
Back when every software publishing company was desperate to have a mascot character.
But
they were just throwing mascots at the wall and see what sticks.
Motherfucking Golden Axe.
Oh, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone else knows it.
Knights of the Round Table.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Wait, Golden Axe. Isn't that the one with the hot barbarian chick?
Yeah.
There we go. I thought so.
Playing the Genesis version of Aladdin. That was some good shit. I fucking grew up.
I played the Nintendo version. It was just as good.
I fucking played Jungle Book, where the fucking music was fucking bombing. I even had to. As a kid, it didn't make me mad, but I grew up playing the insufferable Genesis Lion King.
You poor man.
I'm sorry. I think it was the I can't wait to be king level. Oof.
No,
It just
dude.
keeps playing on
It was
repeat.
it was the Hakuna Matata level where that asshole orangutan is just. No, it wasn't even an orangutan. It was just a regular gorilla, but he was a fat ass gorilla that was just constantly push you away like fuck you, my land, get the fuck out of here, fuck you. That's literally what he does. He literally sits there. He goes, bitch, fuck you, fuck out of here, my tree. I don't know you. Fuck your sister.
No. His cousin.
It was mating season. Fuck you. Out of here. No child support for you.
Hey, Chris, give me some of your favorite Sega stories back in the day. Or just games, either one works.
Well, my early days with the Genesis, I didn't own a Sega Genesis yet. We had to borrow my cousin's Sega Genesis. That's before I actually got one. And so, we borrowed it once or twice, and fast forward a little bit later, my dad and I a couple times were at Target.
Yeah.
And I played the demo kiosk that's at there a couple times, and then he actually buys it for me. Thankfully, it came bundled with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, the two earliest games with the Genesis from my cousin had, the Sonic 1 game that I now own, and Batman based on the Tim Burton film.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Both of them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Now, a couple games that I actually remember renting a good amount of time with the Sega Genesis after I got mine. And my introduction to Streets of Rage, the third game, though.
Streets of Rage
Later
2 is
on,
the best.
I rented 2, and
That's the
See, I'm
best.
still going on record. That is the superior Streets of Rage game.
Definitely agree.
I'll
Definitely
agree with
agree.
that.
Yes.
My favorite character to play in Street Race was Skate, because little kid on rollerblades. Hell yes, that was
Right.
good. That was
For
awesome.
me, what do I think is better, Final Fight or Streets of Rage?
Streets of Rage 2 specifically.
He's gonna go with Streets of Rage.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yes.
Chris, give me some more games you liked back then.
Well, it was also my introduction to Street Fighter. Thank God for that one.
Ah.
And Street Fighter 2, the Champion Edition. I wasn't really good at the game,
But
but
regular or turbo?
Championship Edition was only on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Turbo was actually on the Super Nintendo, believe it or not.
Which,
Well, yeah, because Super Nintendo had the turbo button.
you got one. It's dead.
Now,
Now,
a couple
and
of good hidden gems. For me, I'd like to say on this Sega Genesis that I've played. One was an accidental rental thanks to my cousin. I know Ren Stimpy. I think I want to say Stimpy's invention. I want to
Okay.
say
that
this.
was, yeah, not yet, because there was a couple of Rancid Beers. That one, and then
Yes.
there was the Firehouse Dog.
And let's see here. Can't go wrong with Vector Man if anyone's ever
Vector
played
Man.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vector
I
Man
can't
was
believe
sweet.
I forgot about Vector Man. That was my shit.
They need to bring
too.
back Vector Man for real.
Some of my favorite games back on the old Sega days, which I just talk shit about beat 'em up games.
Yeah.
One of them is Double Dragons. Every fucking
Gotta
time.
love Double Dragon.
Even
The
Bimmy and
remake
Jimmy.
you and I did together.
Oh my
Jimmy.
god, I remember that.
Even Bimmy and Jimmy.
Bimmy and Jimmy. No.
Neon, you're talking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Neon, that was.
Neon was good though.
Skullmageddon.
Yeah, that's Neon, all right.
Yeah. Nah, one of my favorite games back on Sega, which was my first game my first introduction to this franchise, actually, and which then I didn't hear about at all until I got around to PS2 days, Phantasy Star.
Fantasy Star 2 and 4 especially.
And then Fantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fantasy Star Online is fucking amazing.
Back on the GameCube.
Because I think if it's still going, I'm amazed. The last I remember, it was dead.
Oh no, they have
Yeah.
Phantasy Star Online 2 now.
Yeah, 2.
Ah.
Yeah.
They have a sequel.
Yeah. Let's see here. No, like fucking Phantasy Star was always just a great game, and surprisingly aged well.
It
too.
has. It really has.
Yeah. If they poured it over modern consoles, I would gladly buy it.
They did port over at least the first one on the Switch. I know.
Oh shit!
They made like an enhanced version of it, basically.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to jump on that shit.
There you
then.
go.
You should.
Anyways.
Get on with it.
And then of course you just can't go wrong with Sonic. I fucking
course.
love Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic.
It's just a fun game.
Knuckles.
Especially
Sonic
Knuckles.
3 and Knuckles is the best.